They get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Second down now. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Mayfield. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Tyson Alualu drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On play action, Allen. Dancing to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running it with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to match.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Van Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Mayfield rolling to his right. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Third down, Mayfield. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The sack there by Brandon Graham coming in and bringing him down to the ground. Succop's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Allen off the play fake. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. To throw, it's Allen. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. 3 yards the gain there, second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing is Allen on third. And Rudolph has it left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught by Cobb. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Here's Allen. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Malik Harrison in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Grant Delpit. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal on the 6-yard line.
One more time with Jacobs. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 17-3. Touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
This is Henry. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got Smith here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Henry running right. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Running left, it's Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Mayfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Yeah, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Counter play with Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him. 13 yards remaining on second down. From midfield, here's Allen. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks. And the Cardinals are going to take over here up near the 40. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or 2 at most.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Trubisky will throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 2nd and 7, Allen. That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Flush to his right. There's Mooney with another catch. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Alert! Hey, switch gears.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Jacobs again. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Well, 1st down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Trubisky. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Trubisky. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
He was brought down by Devon Kennard. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
58 to the body. 58.
Now Allen. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He'll leave this one for White. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Now it's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. 104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Henry, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 47.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it.